Hey there, Professor Monty here. Let's talk about how to read a line graph. All right, so I've made up a line graph here, and the idea of this line graph is x is going to be time, number of hours, and y is going to be distance, number of miles. And a lot of times they'll have it as t for time and f of t for the function in terms of time t. I did it as x because more often than not we're going to have x and f of x, but this variable can be any letter we want to be. And this could have been like d of x or d of t standing for distance. So the letters don't matter. Don't get caught up in that. But essentially, this is always x, this is always y, or our function value. Okay, so the idea goes like this. If I want to find f of 1, that sounds, okay, f is distance. What's the distance we've gone after x, 1 mile? So let's say x is equal to 1 here. So that was time, that's hour, so that's 1 hour. So in 1 hour, how far have we gone? Well, the way we do that is we go to 1 hour, we go straight up till we hit the graph. And then we go straight over to see where we are. And we're about at 50. Maybe my lines aren't exactly parallel and perpendicular and horizontal and all that stuff. But let's say that's 50 miles. So we would say, oh, after 1 hour, I've gone 50 miles. And that it's as easy as reading it that way. So for instance, this is, oh, how far, what's our distance we've gone in 4 hours? So x equals 4 hours. Same thing, we go to 4 hours, we go straight up till we hit the graph, and then straight over. That wasn't very straight over, but it's between 100 and 150. Say that's 140 miles. So it doesn't have to be exactly what's measured or what's on the grid. If it's in between, get some number that's in between. A little below 150, maybe 140, somewhere in that range is what we're talking about. And then at what time, so remember, we went this way. We went up to here, and then we went over this way. So we go to 4 hours, go up till we hit the graph, and then go straight over till we hit the curve of miles. And now at what time is f of x, our distance, 200 miles? So now I go up to 200 miles. Now I go the other way. Straight horizontally until I hit the curve. Pretend that's horizontal. So I went this way to about here, and then I go straight down, and let's say that's 5.1 hours. X is approximately 5.1 hours. And then we could do that to hours and minutes. 0.1 times 60 minutes is about 6 minutes. 5 hours and 6 minutes, about whatever it is. It's a little more than 5 hours. Maybe everything wasn't exactly horizontal and vertical. Maybe it would hit at 5. Maybe it's a little further over. It doesn't matter. But the idea is, can I read it? If they give me x, I go up to the graph and then over to the distance. If they give me the distance, I go over to the graph and then straight down to the time. And then if it hits exactly, we have it. If it's close, just approximate it. And that's the idea. Just work with this, not too difficult. It just takes a little practice. Once you know what you're doing, which hopefully you do now, it'll make it pretty